All right, so welcome everyone to our strength and balance training class. So we'll start off by going over Canvas. And again, just a quick little run through. Don't want to take too much of our time, class time to go over this, but it's always important to cover. So again, you made it this far. So you're here on live Zoom class. So that's what you got. We'll go over module 3 right now. So I think last week we added a Tai Chi video and also a Zumba video. So here's another type of dance workout, about 3 minutes long. You could test that out if you like. There's another Tai Chi video as well. This one's 20, and also included another 15-minute yoga video, and this one's yoga for beginning weight loss. So again, if you guys have been interested in yoga, but just kind of get your feet wet first, this would be a good video. And then, like I told you folks, we're gonna add some videos weekly, and they might just be related with health and wellness. And it could be, mental health, it could be nutrition, it could be on a disease or supplement. So I'll try to incorporate, some extra videos for you guys, because sometimes the content might just be a 3-minute video. So we could get a little bit more information. So there's 2 videos here. This one is on hormones, the one below. And I believe the top one is on mental health or autoimmune health. So just keep that in mind. Again, just reminders, equipment, if you guys could grab that. And then if we scroll below, you'll see recordings from previous weeks. Okay, so this is week 3. So we have the last 2 videos are on there. So anyways, let's go to module 3. Okay, so, and if you guys could complete those videos by next Tuesday, that'd be awesome. So again, you guys log in, watch the videos, and then, Canvas gets updated with activity time as far as how much time you spend within Canvas, which is what we're looking for. So module 3, we're covering another supplement. This one's turmeric. So it's a spice, but it's also a very good and healthy anti-swelling type of supplement. So when you think of to prevent swelling, you think of sometimes ibuprofen, whatnot, but you take too much of that, it could really damage your organ, especially your liver. So turmeric would be, something more natural that would help you out with that. So again, just covering this week, Tai Chi videos, dance video, understanding what turmeric is. Here's a quick little read on turmeric. So that's an article. You just click on that link. If you go to the next page, we have a video on, turmeric. So start taking turmeric. Golden milk. I've always heard of this drink. I've seen it at some coffee shops too, but I've never actually tasted it. So turmeric, if you've had it before, it has a unique taste. So we'll see. You guys could let me know if you've tried that before. And then here's another video on other information on turmeric. It's about 20-minute video. And then this guy here, I think, believes he took turmeric for either 10 days straight, or maybe it might have been a month straight, and he shares his results with it. So good stuff. So Carmen's already on it. So awesome. And then what else? And that's pretty much it. So that's module 3. So some good information. Like I said, you guys have a week to kind of go through this. A lot of, I think, very informative videos. And then you said, we don't meet as often, but there's extra workouts in there in case you guys want to get to that. So before we start, I know everyone in this class is pretty active, but I know sometimes we feel a little bit more tired. So, we could do our balance training and strength workout that we had planned. Or if you guys feeling a little bit more tight or sore, or would enjoy some type of more of like a mobility class like we used to have last term, we could also do that. So any requests? Do you guys want to get more of a workout in, or do you guys want to do more of like a stretching, mobility and flexibility type of session?
I kind of missed that flexibility class and mobility.
Yeah, no, I totally do. And I bring it up because I'm kind of craving that type of class this morning, especially with the weather. So, I feel with colder weather, I've had some damages on some tendons, and maybe you guys have too. But when it gets cold, my pinky gets really rigid and really lacks a lot of mobility. So I know I had a high school coach that had the same effect with his knee after a few knee surgeries. So if you guys are cool with that, we could kind of do a mobility and flexibility session. And like I said, if you're looking for a workout, you can always come back and do, there's 3 workout videos on the front page. So yeah, so are you guys okay with mobility and flexibility type of day? Swin, I know Miss Swin was probably trying to work out another 80 minutes today. So.
Thank you, Fawn.
All righty. So, all right. Thanks, Debbie, for starting this. So, all right. So with that being said, we'll kind of just take it slow. And again, if you guys have any requests as far as my shoulders a little tight or my back or my hamstrings, you guys just let me know. We could spend a little bit more time, but we'll try to do a full body. And then, yeah, we'll just go from there. Okay. So let's go ahead and, yeah, I forgot forget these facial exercises. So let's go ahead, open our jaw wide, look up, and then shut it. So you should feel a nice long stretch going through your neck. So you guys remember this one. So wide open, up, close it, and then you should feel that nice stretch, okay? So, all right, I don't think we have anyone new so far. But I know if this is something you didn't sign up for, you might be confused. What are we doing with our mouths right now? But this is a good movement to practice to stretch out the skin and the muscles under our chin, right by our throat. And, if you have a little bit of sagging skin, this could tighten that up and also works on our jawline a little bit more. So very good movement. So let's do about 5 more. So you almost want to imagine bringing your chin up towards your nose. So that's what we're trying to simulate here. Very good. All right. Next, we're going to go ahead and inhale through our nose for about 3 seconds, and then exhale through a small little windpipe through our lips. Okay, so exhale all the air that you have. You'll feel your core tightening up. Welcome, Jim. So again, inhale through your nose for about 3 seconds. Exhale all that air out. Very good. All right, let's continue onward, and let's just start. We'll continue with our mouth. So let's puff up our cheeks, or instead of our mouth, with air, and then we're just gonna switch the air left to right. So it's actually a little bit uncomfortable because you're really expanding your cheeks. So you might get a little bit sore from this one. So again, just puff up your cheeks with air, and just move it left to right. You could also bring that air bubble to your upper lips and then lower lips too, so you're working around the entire lips. You guys continue. And you guys continue. I'm just trying to, I know this guy was outside, so he just wanted to say hi. Hi, Debbie. Say hi, Babash.
Hi, cutie.
Hi, Julian.
He's all bundled up.
Hi.
Oh, a
I'm
smile.
ready for
He's
the
smiling.
rain.
He's not
Hi.
being shy right now. Say hi,
Hello,
Papa.
sweetie.
Yeah.
Oh.
Aw.
Hi, baby.
So you can see his little cute outfit. All right, that's it.
Oh,
You can't interrupt
Go
that much.
ahead, Tom. Hello, sweetie.
it's bundled up with the cold.
Oh yeah. So yeah, Jim. Hello. This is my son. He just turned 8 months, but some of the other folks that are in this class met him when he was about a few days old, so they get to watch him grow. So, all right, say bye.
Hi.
All
Bye,
right.
Julian.
He doesn't get much screen time, so he's very intrigued right now. So,
Oh.
alrighty. Sorry about that, but I'm that proud parent that likes showing off his cute kid. All right, so let's go ahead and just draw lines from the end of our eyes to the end of our lips. Okay, so again, just small little movements. We don't want to press too much around our eyes because that could damage the sensitive skin around that area. I found that out around COVID when a friend suggested that I should start taking care of my skin. So I got some really fancy eye creams. There's a certain way, I guess, you touch your eyes with like the soft part of your pinkies or a different finger. So again, we don't want to push too much around that area. So I'm sure you guys knew that already. It's news to me. All right, now let's go from our ears to the end of our lips. Again, it's just one of those ideas that, you know, if you press on your arm real hard with like a thumb, you usually see that area turn red, which means there's a little extra flow of blood going to that area. So we're just trying the same idea here. So just promoting a little bit of blood flow. So, I mean, I'm sure you guys have seen someone in a movie get slapped real hard and their face gets really red. You know, we're not about to do that to ourselves, but it's the same idea, just a gentle blood flow to that area. All right, awesome. So now we're gonna go ahead and transition to working on our necks. Okay, so let's start gently left to right. So if you're just joining us, today we opted out for an easier, more therapeutic type of day. So we're just gonna do mobility and flexibility. So just kind of keeping our muscles active, making our joints are moving in all the directions they're meant to be moved. So up and down. Don't expect any sweat from today's session. But I do promise you that after the session, you should feel a little bit more relaxed. If you're a little bit sore, might feel a little bit more loose. Yeah, sometimes I'm rushing and I want to squeeze in a workout real quick without warming up. And I don't know why I still do it, but maybe 10 or 15 minutes into the workout, you know, I feel like a little pinch or something cramps up. And I know this, but I still do it. And so yeah, just make sure that you guys do warm up before workout sessions. All right, now we're gonna go with neck circles. Just make sure that you're bringing that your head, some part of your head should be making contact with your shoulders or your upper back or the top part of your chest. Very slowly and gentle. Remember, if you're on Monday's class, to continue tracking your activities. So we have our fitness tracking challenge, right? 6 directions. All right, very good. All right, next one that we're gonna do is just gonna be, this is more if you have a really tight, like if you pull a muscle around the shoulder or the neck, we're gonna sit on our left hand, right hand comes over, that left shoulder is fixed now, shouldn't move. And we're just gonna allow that elbow to drop down. So if you wake up in the morning with a tight neck, or just turning left to right, sometimes irritates your neck. This is a good one to get it warmed up. All right, let's switch sides. Awesome. Right, now we're gonna just go ahead and from the back, just kind of drop that elbow forward. Feel a little stretch on the back side of the neck. Keep on holding for a little bit. Very good. All right, next we'll go ahead and do our little turtle stretch. Okay, so we're here, shoulders back. We're just gonna bring our head forward and back. I'm really trying to work every angle of the joint right now. So we went up and down, went side to side, went all around. Now we're going forward and back. Again, your joints get used to the movement. So if you don't do certain movements, you'll start losing that mobility in that area. So if there's certain movements that feel more challenging than others, it's very likely that you don't move that muscle or that joint in that direction as often. So, okay. All right. So we're back here. Oh, sorry. So this next one is for our upper back. So arms out, chin down, and then push out with the arms. Then relax. Chin down, push. Relax, down, push. Let's do 3 more. Down. Awesome. All right. And again, we're on the chair. We're going to start working our way down our body. Eventually, we'll make it down to a yoga mat. So let's reach up towards the ceiling. Just reach up for the sky. So again, if you guys don't have any maybe motivation on the weekend, or you're just trying to get a workout in, but not too long. Like I said, on Canvas, you have options from a 15-minute workout to a 30-minute workout. And you guys could always go back to a previous class and do a full 90-minute session if you like. So sure, there's that YouTube channel with over 100 videos that we have now on there. All right, let's lean right. You should feel that left rib cage stretching a little bit. Has anyone achieved any recent like weight loss goals or health or wellness goals? No. I'm sure you're healthy, super healthy though, Debbie. So.
Well, I think these mobility exercises have benefited me. In one of my legs, I was a little sore.
Yeah.
And it's gone. The soreness is gone.
Good.
It's just, it has been helpful.
Good, I'm glad. Yeah, it's sometimes I have a client and she started working together in July. She's down 15 pounds. But yeah, she says that's the lightest she's been in since 2012. So, but yeah, so remember with, I don't know what your guys' goals are, but if a goal is like weight loss, you're probably gonna have a better outcome or success if you work on your food first. So a lot of people they expect to walk a mile and they expect 5 pounds to shed off. And that's very unlikely. You're probably gonna have better luck by changing your food options. So if you feel like you have a habit of putting an extra scoop of sugar in your coffee or something like that, then little habits like that, like removing that, eventually you'll start seeing outcomes. So let's go ahead and just work on our back a little bit. So if you have a backrest, let's go ahead and just grab onto that opposite side and just kind of hold. Yeah, so if you don't want to change your, if you recognize that you don't have the best eating habits and you want to lose weight, then just adjusting those eating habits to show some success. But if you don't want to change your eating habits, you're gonna have to work out quite a bit to start dropping weight. So it's a lot easier to start dropping weight. But again, that's not everyone's goals, Rich. So like this winter and fall, my goal is to gain weight. But you also want to do it in a healthy way. You don't want to just eat greasy food all the time. But I think as we age, what becomes more important is your joint health and avoiding diseases. And so I think as long as you guys are moving, you guys are keeping every joint mobile, and I think at the end of the day, that's what really matters. So, all right, we're gonna go ahead and do some shoulder work right here. So let's just go up and down right here.
But it's important to recognize that as we age, especially at my age, and I'm not going to say how many, the need to eat food is much reduced.
Mm-hmm.
We cannot eat the same volume of food that we used to eat at
Right.
30, 40, 45, 50. It has to change.
Yeah.
To reduce it to a certain level. Not change for everybody, because
Yeah,
don't eat
exactly.
a lot.
Because now, as we do age, blood pressure is more of a risk or factor. Let's go forward and out. So yeah, so now you got to watch your salts. You got to watch your cholesterol. Sometimes younger people could get away with it. I have a bunch of athletes right now that they could eat McDonald's for breakfast, a large pizza for lunch, and then have, I don't know, fried chicken for dinner. And they're fine. The next day, they just, if I eat like that, if I have a day like that, you know, or 3 meals like that throughout the week, I'm gonna feel it the next week. So yeah, we just gotta make sure that we pay attention to our bodies. So all right, that one's pretty tiring. If you guys didn't recognize that seated fly. So let's go ahead. Next, we're gonna go ahead and do almost like a shoulder press. So remember, if you guys want to work on certain joints, but you don't know what exercises or movements to do, you could always simulate lifts that we do, and that without any weight, and that should work on that muscle group as well. Okay, so shoulder press movements are just going up, down. I would try to go as low as you can. So bring those elbows as low as you can. And if you go really low, you might feel that stretch on your upper back as well, or your center of your back. Almost like if we have those resistance bands and we're bringing them here. If you want to rest the shoulders a little bit, because I have more shoulder movements, but you do too many of those, your shoulders will get sore. So let's go ahead and do just bicep curls here. So it's lengthening, stretching the biceps. The elbows at your side, just make sure your hands come all the way down. All right, now I want your hands facing the camera. And now we're going down. So this is gonna work on the lateral side of your biceps and also your triceps too. All right, you can go back to the shoulders a little bit. So we did shoulder press. Now I want you to bring your elbows up, forearms up, and then just open up. Try to open as far out as you can. If you're really tight, like I am, you might feel a little bit of popping. And that's okay. Sometimes it's just the tendons rubbing on the bone, and if there's no pain, you should be fine. Then after a few of them, that popping, at least for me, it stopped right now. Very good. Righty. Okay, next we're gonna go with door openers. So elbow to your side, just one hand at a time. So just bring your hand in, just push it out. Go ahead. If you want a little bit more of a stretch, once you're here and you can't go any more, you could go ahead with your other hand to open up. Just make sure that elbow doesn't separate from your side. Debbie, you're closer to the mountains. Did you get more rain or is it still raining out there?
It's still raining.
Okay.
I don't know how hard it rained last night, but Claremont got a lot of rain right
yeah.
next to us.
Yes, you said some closer to the foothills, there's mudslides sometimes. Switch?
No,
bears?
not here.
Yeah. Okay, very good. Okay, so that does a lot of our upper body right now in the chair. So next we're gonna go ahead. Oh, let's do our forearms because I'm sure we haven't worked on that in a bit. So just kind of rest your forearm, wrist a little bit past your knee. I just want you to push down on your fingers You should feel your forearm tendons lengthening. Just want you to hold. So again, don't push too hard or don't do any movements if it's causing pain. Just relax. So just some few pumps right here. Right. Now let's bring every finger to the center of our palm, okay? So try to do that without bending any knuckles, okay? So you're just bringing each finger should be fully lengthened, straight. After you've done a few of them, now I want you to bend every knuckle as you're bringing your finger towards the center of your hand. And I do have that funky pinky tendon that damaged a few years ago, so it's really tricky for me to do that movement without any pain. So if you've had some history with a certain joint, you might be limited with the movement. So, right, and then once you've done a few, let's do a closed fist. Open, and when you open, try to separate your fingers as far as possible from each other. So like, imagine you have a webbed hand and you're just trying to separate each. Remember, you have little tendons between your fingers too, so you want to work everything out. Very good. All right, let's work on the other hand. So other forearm. Press. Someone does office work a lot and is typing a lot. It's probably something that you might want to do. Or if you love to cook and there's always a utensil or a knife on your hand, probably using your joints a lot here too. So right, so let's go ahead and bring every finger to the center of our hand. We'll take a quick little 2-minute break. After we're done with our hand, we'll regroup. Right, now let's bend every knuckle to the center of our hand. So again, just one finger at a time to really try to work on that mind to muscle connection. So work on one finger. Now you might want to bring your pinky down and then 2 other fingers start moving with it. And really try to focus on that. All right, let's make a fist. Open up. And trying to separate those fingers apart from each other. Very good. Okay, so a little 2-minute break. We'll regroup. So grab some water, use the bathroom. So we'll be right back. Alrighty. All right, guys. So now we'll transition to still in our chair, but now we're going to work on our lower body. Okay. So this is usually the area that I need a little bit more help on. So we'll go ahead and do some hip openers. So torso straight forward. We'll work on that right leg. So bring that right leg out, as far out, left knee is pointing forward. If you feel like this isn't going very far, then I want you to use your hand. And it also helps if you're sitting closer to the front of your chair, so the backrest isn't in the way. So you're just gonna push away. So I'm just putting my hand, applying a little bit of pressure on that knee so I could have almost a 90-degree angle here. So unless you're doing the splits or able to do the splits, you might have a little bit closer to 80 degrees than 90 here. And again, you don't want to be turned to it like this. You want to be upright. Okay, switch. Now right knee's forward, left leg is out. And awesome. Okay. All right, now it's probably my favorite stretch, performance stretch. So let's bring your right ankle over your left knee. And to start off, this might be enough of a stretch. So there's two other variations of this one. So we're just gonna hang out here for about 20, 25 seconds. Here, so again, that's stretching out your performance. Also that it's too tight, it's not lengthening enough. It could scrunch up that sciatic nerves, which, the pain is down here, but you might feel some pain on your lower back. So we're gonna keep that muscle pretty relaxed. It's already November, that's crazy. So 3 more weeks after this Thursday's Thanksgiving. Saw Debbie's eyebrows just go up through the roof. So let's push down that knee. Yes, remember once we end this term, which ends mid-December, we don't start it up again until about January 9th. So we have about 3 or 4 weeks. And this is probably the biggest break that, we get here with our online classes in Santa Ana. Let's go ahead and come up. And I believe for the spring, it's going to be a similar 2 to 8 week terms, kind of how it was this fall. So, and it should be the same classes. But we could always, if you guys ever want to do mobility and flexibility, I'm always up to it. I'll always say yes to this before a workout class. So. Yeah, I don't feel like I do this enough. So this one, you might feel a little bit higher. But I feel like out of the 3, this one I feel a little bit more. Switch. Now let's push down on that knee. grab that knee, hug it out. All right, relax. All right, now we're gonna go ahead and do some hamstring leg extensions, really. So we're gonna sitting near the front of the chair, gonna recline back. I'm gonna try to bring my knee, right knee, close, or my thigh as close to my chest. I'm just gonna do leg extension. Okay. First one for me, I heard a little pop, but again, it's, I think it's just early in the morning. And usually earlier in the morning, you're gonna feel more tight than later in the day. So, if you ever time yourself, maybe you want to time yourself a lap around your block. If you do it in the morning today, and then next Monday or next Wednesday, you do it in the evening, it's very likely that the evening time is going to be quicker because your muscles are more relaxed, more loose. So just keep that in mind. So as the day progresses, our muscles do open up more. Now we're going to do these like leg pumps, almost like if you're on a bicycle. Bring that heel up and down. All right, before you get too tired, let's go with the left knee now, up. And again, just start pumping. If you feel like your knee's going away from you, just bring it back. All right, and then again, just start with that bicycle kick. Right. Very good. We're gonna do a little bit of mobility. So what I'm gonna do is I have a post right here. So I'm gonna have the chair. You could use the top side of the chair or the lower side. But what I want you to do is to hold on to your post, and we're just gonna do little loops around. Okay, so bringing your leg straight and out. Just go over the top part of the chair if you're really mobile. If that feels too high for you, then use the lower part where you usually sit down. And just go around. And very good. All right. Once you're ready, you can do the other leg. Same movement. Less balance on this side. All right, very good. We'll go back to our chair. All right, we're gonna work on our Achilles and our ankles and our arches. Here, little low. We're gonna just do heel raises. So give me about 20 of those. Give me about 20 of those. All right, now we can go with our toes. Toes up. Again, you should feel that on your anterior tibialis, that shin muscle. All right. Once you're set, let's go ahead and go with our ABCs. Okay, so just extend letters of the alphabet, kind of trace them. All right, once you've done that, you can switch legs. All right, next we're gonna go bringing our toes in towards our heels, okay? So that's working on our arches. Very good. Awesome. All right, guys. Do you guys want to do some back stuff or some shoulder work? So shoulders, back. Debbie?
Both.
Both. Okay, both. All right. So yeah,
I'm sorry,
sorry?
what about the upper back side of the back, between the neck and the waist, higher up?
the neck and the waist, so your whole back.
Well, higher, in the higher part of the back.
Okay, yeah, so if we're trying to hit that area, let's actually get our yoga mats in, so we could work on that.
Yeah, that's fine.
Let's go ahead and do that. Carmen, that's a big area between the neck and the waist. I need to number my mats. Because I always take me a while to figure these out. All right. All righty. Over here. You go ahead and start with cat cow. Okay, so we're on our floors. And let me just check the chat one more time. I don't want you guys to be not get noticed. All right, so on our fours, so when I say on our fours, I want your knees right below your hips, your wrists right below your shoulders. Okay, so you see how my wrists are right below my shoulders. I don't want your hands here, right here. You guys are gonna look down. You're gonna inhale and arch up. Hold for 3 seconds, then exhale. Bring your belly button towards the floor. Exhale. Inhale. Exhale. Okay, we're gonna do 10 of these. Some takes a little bit longer. 3 seconds up. 2 seconds down. All right, very good. Just gonna take the sweater off. A little warm. All right, next. On our fourth, what I want you to do is with your hands, don't move your hips, okay? So just move your hands, go as far as you can, and then just drop your elbows, drop your head. So your hips should still be right above your knees. I'm just gonna hold here. Okay. If you want to stretch out your underarms, your upper back a little bit, you could reach forward so your arms are straight. You could bring your arms in. And from here, now what I want you to do is bring your glutes towards your heels. And try to reach forward with your hands. All right, and from here, what I want you to do is, so this is my right hand towards the screen. I want that left hand that's behind to come across under. I'm just resting here, okay? So pretty much from our fours, left arm goes under. I'm just resting on that shoulder that's on the floor. When you're doing these stretches, just try to breathe as comfortable as you can. That. Do the other side. Now you bring your right hand over to the other end. come back. All right, next we're gonna go back to that cat-cow position. Let's run our course. Okay. From here, again, wrists under your shoulders, knees right under your hips. I'm gonna shift towards my right, okay? So I'm gonna just shift my hands, right? I'm gonna arch up. I'm arching up, I'm keeping my eyes down, and I'm bringing my glutes towards my heels. And you should feel that stretch on your left side, your left back, your left ribs, even your obliques, your left underarms. Make sure you're looking down for these. I don't want you guys looking around. Look down, make sure you're breathing comfortably. Set. Go to our left side now. So we're just their hands just coming to our left side. All right, left side arch up. You got to arch up first, then bring your heels, your glutes to your heels. Reset. Back. All right. Okay, we're gonna stretch out our hamstring a little bit. So this is one of the stretches that I remember doing before a race. So I just get on my knees, bring my heel in front of me here. Then I would just kind of lean forward towards it. So just make sure it's comfortable. It shouldn't be painful. You control how much of the stretch you're doing by how much you're leaning forward. Switch. Yeah, you go to a high school track meet, you'll see a lot of kids doing this stretch. That point while you're stretching, if you try to bring your toes towards you, like towards your face, so you might feel it a little bit more in your calves. Whew. Alrighty. Okay, and the last stretch that we're gonna do, definitely not the least, but the last one, we're gonna go ahead and do book openers. Okay, so this one, we're on our side, looks like Jimmy Fonda's. So tuck in your knees a little bit. Right hand is on top of my left hand. And I'm just gonna follow my hand, okay? So you've been with me for a while. Yep, Debbie's already on it. So go ahead and follow your hand. Try to bring it all the way to the floor behind you. Back. And go ahead and do 10 on each side, okay? So it's a slow movement. The slower, the better. There's no need to rush this one. In fact, if you do these too fast, you might cramp up. And once you've done 10, you can switch sides. I'll actually do one more. Done. Rotate belly down. Elbows at your side. Light little stretch for your lower back. Again, for homework, try to go through every video. If you're in both of my classes, every video on the front page and on module 3. Like I said, there's plenty of videos. There's a couple of reads, but yeah, I mean, I think it's gonna be worth your time. So, all right, let's go ahead and put our hands where our elbows were, and let's push up. That stretch. And relax. Awesome. All right, ladies. Good stuff. High fives all around. Hopefully you guys are feeling a little bit more relaxed and loose. I definitely am. So I think I'm ready for, the rest of the day after that. So anyways, I'm going to end the recording now. Let's go ahead and count 70 minutes if you're in my fitness class, the tracking activity. So